lots of negative reaction in the mid cap space. But 10 minutes to go before the 3 p.m. magic starts. If it all starts, Siddharth Bhamre of Angel Broking is with us to discuss that. Siddharth, hi, good afternoon. So, any expiry trades, or do you think, like last 2 or 3 series, this 3 p.m. factor may not actually work out?
Good morning, good afternoon, Anuj. Actually, you stole my words that last 2-3 expiries have been really dull, and I don't see any reason why this expiry should be very different from index perspective. But yes, stocks perspective, and a lot has been talked about today, that how lot sizes are changing and why some of the stocks may show you big upside or downside. But Nifty perspective, today we were not expecting much volatility. We had tried out on a strategy by buying 81 put and 8150 call for a combined premium of 13 to 15 rupees. That's not working so far. It is quite possible that we might see some pullback towards 8150, 8160 odd levels between 3 to 3:30 p.m. But otherwise, as such, I'm not expecting very big move in index, be it rollover analysis or last half an hour analysis.
Okay, so not such a big move in the index. Mr. Tulsian, we've seen a lot of negative result reactions today, and one of them has been Just Dial, down 10.5%. What would you do with a stock like this? Because it's almost lost 40% of its value this year already.
See, Sonia, in fact, I have been maintaining negative stance on the stock for last maybe 3-4 months, because if you really see, it started with the buyback announcements. I don't think, honestly, there was any logic of that buyback announcements, number one. Number two, if you see their overseas investors, they have been continuously exiting from the stock, number two. Number three, if you really see, we are talking of the financial performance. I'm not saying that I'm a kind of an expert person to take a call on their business model, but they have not launched any kind of new apps and all that. Now the time is to launch continuously the apps for the each specific business and specific areas. They continue to remain as a search engine. I don't think that search engine has such a big shelf life going forward. They have been talking of that happening, but the kind of results which they have posted today morning is really horrible. I think that one has to be really very cautious, and the kind of gimmicks which I will call it of, like share buyback and all that, the kind of volatility we have been seeing. About a month back, the share fell below 900, it moved to 1080, 1070 again, corrected. So I don't think that these kind of volatility also goes well with the stocks, because that definitely shows that some kind of interested moves. I'm not trying to link that with the management and all that, but you don't have a comfort on these kind of stocks. So my advice is that remain away. You may again going to see the share bouncing back maybe 920, 930, 940, but as a trader or as an investor, you really cannot make money by going long on these stocks.
All right, Siddharth, a word on some of these sort of institutional favorite names like Bharat Forge, Apollo Tyres, Bata. All of them are down today. Is it purely because of the lot size impact, or are you reading more into the data now?
So you answered yourself. So if it's an institution favorite, lot size wouldn't have much play over there, because institutions are not worried about the tick size, because the tick size is quite high. I think it is more to do with earnings. I'm sure you guys are talking about Bharat Forge earnings not been good, and even institutions are not coming out with a huge liquidity. They have been buying last couple of weeks, Anuj, but then buying was not very significant. And when market showed some dip from 8350 odd levels to 8250, 8200, they have been buying, and again yesterday they have started selling. So lack of buying is resulting into this kind of movement in these institution favorite names, rather than anything to do with lot size. Stocks which would suffer because of lot size is where retail is stuck. Some PSU banks, stocks like Arcom, JP Associates, Unitech, where the contract value had significantly fallen down. People who had purchased probably 10-15% higher from current levels and still holding their loss making long positions have no choice but to book their losses, or to take that much amount in delivery, or probably increase their exposure. In either cases, I don't see why stock should do well immediately in today's trading session, and you might see some selling pressure coming at the end of the trading hour in these few names which have underperformed market.
Okay. Just take one look at the intraday chart of something like a UCO Bank. Suddenly, it's got wings in the last half an hour. UCO Bank should be up for you on a screen. In fact, today we've had some good showing from some of the banks in the broader markets. Not just UCO Bank, but IDBI Bank has also had a good showing. But there you have it. A sudden spike up in UCO Bank, now up almost about 10% odd. Siddharth, this series has been very good for the two-wheeler stocks. Bajaj Auto, Hero MotoCorp, and even something like a Tata Motors has been the biggest gainer in the series. What's the prognosis for the November series?
TVS Motors and Bajaj Auto, these stocks cannot be termed as, that they were in a downtrend. These stocks were more or less consolidating. Some of correction was also seen. But Tata Motors has corrected mainly, Tata Motors has gone up mainly because of short covering, and then we saw some formation of long positions. I would shy away from forming any long positions in Tata Motors at this point of time. I'm expecting correction to resume in Tata Motors, in fact. At the same time, Bajaj Auto, not very positive from current levels. It is having, it is near to its resistance level. Significant upside from current levels not advisable. TVS Motor, we have been long. Fortunately, after results, our targets came. I think this stock remains buy on dip, and I would prefer, if I have to, form any sort of long position in automobile space, and especially two-wheelers, I think TVS Motor seems to be better than Bajaj Auto at this point of time, Sonia, purely from trading perspective.
Okay, what about some of these names like CEAT, Apollo Tyres, MRF, all these MRF, iSure and all, which will become a bit more liquid for retail investors in the new series?
We are not seeing retail in new series henceforth, Anuj, because 5 lakhs, if it comes from 10 lakhs to 5 lakhs, that still is not a retail's cup of tea. And the kind of liquidity, kind of volatility these stocks have, the margin money would be around 25-30%. So even on a 5 lakh contract value, if you are asking for that kind of money, which is would be around 1,20,000 to 1,50,000 rupees, I don't think so retail is going to get attracted by that kind of lot size. So whether it's these kind of stocks or stocks which are getting expensive and favorite retail stocks, I think we have just told them goodbye.
Okay. Well, the 3 p.m. factor clearly is not doing anything now. So the Nifty is absolutely flat now, in a sense that incrementally it's not moved from 3 p.m. to 3:01. So as we discussed, maybe most of the game was already done. But cash market volumes have been abysmal today, only 14,000 crores. Siddharth, let's take some final thoughts from you. For next month, what kind of Nifty strategy and Bank Nifty strategy would you give, and what kind of options would you use?
Anuj, I'll just point out one observation, and I'm sure you would agree on that. Last week of every series, we generally see last 2-3 trading sessions, FIs built up, going up significantly in index futures, 10%, 15%, without any big change in the net figure in index future. Surprisingly, this expiry we have seen completely opposite of that. So if you see last 3 trading sessions, there has been serious unwinding of index futures, and there has been reduction in open interest. So if I compare FI's open interest to last series and this series, it is 25% less. This is not a good sign. So I am not very, and anyways, we were not seeing huge formation of long positions anyways in market from stronger hands, and neither cash based buying. And such reduction in open interest in index futures is suggesting that that resistance of 8380, 8400 is in place, and probably we may see this market again becoming sell on rise market, which was not the case in October series. So October series was a pullback series. I think from November onwards we may see probably a negative market with downside bias, or probably some serious correction. So I still won't suggest to go all guns out and start buying this market and say that bottom is in place. I would be wary of this market.
Okay, by the way, UCO Bank, which was up 10% just about 2 minutes back, let's pull that chart again intraday, and that stock is only up about 1% or so. In fact, let's do one thing. Let's talk about some of the intraday movements in individual stocks, because the 3 p.m. factor will work out for individual stocks. It may not work out for the Nifty, but it will work out for individual stocks. UCO Bank is clearly case in point. Amtech Auto is the other case in point now. If people out the intraday chart of that one, that's also seen a bit of a decline. In fact, now trading at low point of the day, 5% lower is what we have on MTech Auto, so that's not looking good in trade. Just Dial, of course, has been weak through the day, has added some more on the weak side. So Siddharth, leave us with some stock ideas for next series in terms of your top buy calls and your top shorts.
Well, top of the mind, I have short calls where private sector space banks. That is where probably a lot of shorting can be done despite some of the correction. Bank Nifty is clearly looking weak, Anuj. Yesterday's data is very important, and good observation is that Nifty has shown unwinding, but there's a huge pileup of positions in Bank Nifty, and you look at any component, any large cap of Bank Nifty has seen short positions and the rollovers are high. This is clearly, and today any mutual fund, any FIs you talk about, one thing which they always say that we are overweight on private sector banks, and now we have started talking about NPA levels, concern of asset quality in private sector banks as well. So there might be a strong shift, or I won't, shift is not a right word, but probably the weightage would be reduced in private sector banks, and probably IT, pharma and telecom may see increase in weightage. This would result into good fall in private sector banks. Axis Bank, then ICICI Bank. I am not sure about HDFC Bank, but stocks like Yes Bank, Kotak Bank, these stocks may be good sell candidate. Large cap stocks like L&T can be a good shorting candidate. Oil is showing some kind of bounce back. ONGC at lower level can be a good buy. NTPC around 128, 130 is a good buy from a shorter term perspective. So these are few ideas which we have stock specific among large cap.
All right. Well, the Nifty hasn't made any attempt to recover at all. It's still down almost about 0.7%. But any more observations that you have on the market?
No, Sonia, as Siddharth was also pointing out, this series is done. It's done between 8100 to 8150, and now traders will have to adjust their positions for next series. Siddharth, thanks a lot for your trading ideas for next series. Just a word on some more individual names that you should keep an eye on. Motherson Sumi, that stock is now moving on the upside.